Hi, Paul here from Trekitt, and we've come out today onto the side of the lovely Skirrid Mountain to talk to you today about the mountain equipment Lightline jacket. To be fair, we were going to go up onto the summit and show you some great expansive views and get up by the trig point and show you what a gnarly mountaineering jacket this can be, but it's pretty crappy up there and it's pretty damp and miserable. Actually, the kind of conditions that are perfect for this jacket, but I didn't want to stand around up there in the cold and wet, and neither did Harry, to be honest. So we've come down here to somewhere a little bit more sheltered so we can actually bosh this video out and give you some good information without freezing. You might pick up some sounds and some pictures. The dogs are here as well, but just ignore them. They'll kind of do their thing. So the mountain equipment Lightline jacket, what is it? It's a down insulated jacket that I think it's been around in mountain equipment's range forever. I've been in this trade for over 30 years and it's always been part of their range. It is their kind of gnarly, traditional, mountaineers, reliable, robust, weather resistant, down insulated jacket. It's perfect for just about anything. You can use it for standing around in the woods making a video, you could use it for mountaineering and climbing, you could use it as an everyday jacket, just in the cold, wet conditions, whatever you want. It's lightweight, it's durable, it's got some really good ethically sourced down inside of it, and it's just going to be the kind of jacket that gives you great reliable service for years and years and years. Okay, so what's the mountain equipment Lightline jacket made from? So the blue stuff on the outside, the blue fabric here, this is mountain equipment's own dry light fabric. And as the name implies, it's intended to help to keep you dry, and it's lightweight. So it's a nylon microfiber, so it's tough, it's abrasion resistant, and it's been coated on the back with a microporous polyurethane coating. And that coating in there actually provides a hydrostatic head, a measurement of waterproofing up to 1500 millimeters. So in intents and purposes, the fabric itself is pretty much waterproof. But to construct the jacket, they have to fill it full of holes with needles to make these baffles to keep the down in. So despite the fabric being highly water resistant, virtually waterproof, the jacket itself isn't waterproof because the seams aren't taped. So I hope that kind of makes sense. So that's the outside of the fabric. It's durable, it's windproof, it's highly water resistant, and it's got a good level of breathability. So if you're working hard, it does help to get rid of some of that condensation from the inside. And then talking of the inside, on this particular jacket, it's a lovely orange colour, and this is a lightweight nylon. So again, durable, breathable, it's uncoated, so it increases the breathability, helps to draw that moisture away from your body. And nice and soft next to the skin for, you know, should you be brave enough to just be wearing a short sleeve base layer under here if you're working particularly hard. So you've got the dry light fabric on the outside and a nice lightweight nylon lining on the inside for comfort and breathability. So mountain equipment have used the dry light fabric on the outside of this jacket, so as well as having a polyurethane coating on the inside, it has a DWR, or a durable water repellency, on the outside, which basically means that if it's raining or snowing, that it will just bead up and roll off like this. There you go, look at that, beautiful. Shake it and it's dry. So that's the DWR, just helping the outer fabric to stop soaking up moisture. Okay, so let's talk about the engine room of this jacket, the stuff that's keeping you warm, that gives it this fantastic insulation, making it a great winter jacket. So what you've got in here, this is a size large, so in this particular jacket you've got 296 grams of 700 fill power, ethically sourced down. It's a natural byproduct of the meat industry, and mountain equipment are particularly proud of their down codex program. So that it just makes sure that all the down that's sourced, like I said, is a byproduct of the meat industry. The animal's welfare is taken into consideration, and the whole process, the whole supply chain is regularly audited to make sure that it meets their stringent standards of sustainability and also ethical standards. In fact, they're so proud of it, each jacket can be traced right back to its original source, so you can trace it from farm basically to factory to the finished product. So inside the jacket, on this little label here, is a 12-digit code, and you can type that into the Down Codex website via the ME website, and that will give you the full traceability of the product. So you can be assured that the wildfowl that are used to produce the down for this product are all ethically treated. So I mentioned earlier that it's 700 fill power, and for those who don't know or want to know or who want to geek out on what fill power is, we've put together a little video. Harry will put the link up here somewhere. So follow that through to our YouTube channel, where we give you lots of details about fill power and down and synthetic insulations, all that kind of stuff. So all that lovely down, all that ethically sourced down codex down inside, the efficient water resistant Drylight fabric and the soft nylon lining all combine to produce a sensibly lightweight jacket. So this size large weighs in at about 740 grams. It's a good sensible weight. It's not uber lightweight, but it's not heavy either. It's the kind of thing that you could pack up and carry in your rucksack easily without noticing it, and it's just a pleasure to wear. Right, so what are the main features of this lovely Mountain Equipment Lightline jacket? Well, in normal Trekitt YouTube-y style-y, is that a phrase? Anyway, YouTube style, we'll start at the top and work our way down. So starting with the hood, there's quite a lot going on with the hood, so it's worth just a little time just to go through the main features of this. So as you can see, I've got my trusty Arc'teryx cap on today, and the hood will fit really nicely over the top. It's a fully insulated hood, so it really keeps you warm. It's got a nice wired peak at the front, so you can mould it down over if you're wearing goggles or glasses, and it's also got two draw cord closures at the side. If you want to cinch it down a little bit, there's a Velcro adjuster at the back, so you can just pull that back off your eyes or your forehead to keep it out of your face. And also, sorry, I'll stop rustling around, it's probably affecting the sound. And also, it is fully removable. So, if you do want to just use this as an everyday winter coat for, stooging around town in, you don't want the hood on there, or you're going off somewhere, you just don't want to use it, you can whip it off, reduce a bit of weight, and just change the look of the jacket as well. So talking about the hood in closer detail here, you can see this lovely soft tricot fabric on the inside of the collar. And then if you want to remove it, you've literally got a couple of Velcro attachments on the side there, one each side. Take those wings out of the side, and then at the back here you've got a zip. Just unzip it, and there you go, completely removed. Don't forget to keep that safe. Very easy to lose or forget where you've hidden it, so maybe pop it in a pocket or keep it in a stuff sack in your rucksack. Now, Mountain Equipment in their own description of this jacket don't actually say that it's a helmet compatible hood, but we know that it is, because if you give me 2 seconds, I'll put my helmet on, and you can get it over the top. Okay, so admittedly it's a little tight, it's a little short here, but you can do this up. So, for occasional climbing use, sat at the bottom of the belay, keeping your head warm, if you're wearing a helmet, you can get the hood over the top and you can close it up, and it will help to keep some of that warmth in. And then working our way down, you've got the collar, and the nice thing about the collar is, again, it's fully insulated, it's a nice high stand-up collar, and you've got this soft tricot lining on the inside, and that's particularly comfortable if you're a bit sweaty, to be honest. If you get very sweaty around the back of the neck, and if you get that horrible sort of clammy sweat against nylon feeling, then this just helps to eliminate that and makes it a lot more comfortable around the back of your neck. Okay, so that's the hood, quite a lot going on there. And then storage wise, you get 3 pockets. You get 2 hand warmer pockets on the front here with good reliable YKK zips and little toggles on. So if you've got gloves on, they're easy to grab hold of and do up and down. And then really nice big pockets. I mean, they come right up here and they go right down to there. So you get a folded map in here. You get your hats, your gloves. You could probably even get a drinks bottle in here if you wanted to keep it warm, stop it from freezing. So really nice big pockets and all the insulations on the outside to keep your hands warm. Another pocket on here, you get a little internal pocket, zipped security pocket. Great place to keep phones, GPS, anything with a battery basically that you want to keep warm in cold conditions to stop the battery draining. And it's also where you'll find the stuff sack for the jacket. So that's it. We'll stuff it up a bit later and show you the pack size, but as you can see, that is not big. That will stuff down into that really easily, so you can keep it away in your rucksack. Let me do that up so it doesn't lose it. Okay, and then at the ends of the sleeves, you've got full adjustment here. So you've got a part elasticated with Velcro, so you can get that super tight. And actually, I really appreciate the ME cuffs. I've noticed this with a few of their jackets now. I have got particularly skinny wrists, and they're one of the few jackets where I can really get this cinched up close around my sort of bare wrist. But there's enough adjustment in here to get that over the top of some bulky gloves or mitts should you be wearing them. So that'll really help to seal the warmth in. And then down the bottom, you've got double-sided single pull draw cords. So the little toggle at the bottom here is captivated, so you literally just pull the ends and that will tighten up around the bottom. And that really makes a big difference to your overall warmth. It just stops that cold air circulating through the jacket. Do the cuffs up, do the hem up, do the zip right up, and it will really close all the warmth into the jacket. Like I say, it's probably no more than about 2 or 3 degrees up here. There's a bit of a breeze and I am perfectly toasty. My hands are a bit cold, to be honest, but my body is perfectly toasty. It's a really nice, comfortable jacket to be in. So how does this mountain equipment Lightline fit? Well, it fits me really nicely. I am 6'3", 42 chest, 34 waist, weigh about 13.5 stone-ish, and this is a size large. And as you can see, it's described as having a regular fit, but it's not massively big and baggy, and it's not like super technical alpine cut either. It's a really just nice regular fit. So it means you can use it for just about anything. It works well as a technical jacket for climbing and mountaineering, which was its intended use, but also just as a general knocking about in jacket, it works really well. So the fit is great. I've got underneath here, I've got a lightweight short sleeve tee base layer. I've got a Rab AL pull, which is a kind of a lightweight microgrid fleece, and then this over the top. But if I wanted to, I could stick another layer on quite easily. There's enough room in here, so it's not too big and baggy, and it's not super skinny either. And again, we've done a YouTube video about how best to fit and size an insulated jacket. Harry will pop the link up here somewhere. Go and have a look and give you some tips about fit and how to get the best use of your jacket and make sure that you're really getting the maximum insulation possible. So where does the ME Lightline jacket fit in your overall clothing system, or your layering system, depending on what you want to call it? Primarily it's designed as an outer jacket. You have got that really good weather resistant outer face fabric, so really it's designed to go on the top. It will also work really well as a belay jacket, so to whip out of your pack when you stop for lunch. To be honest, it's not the kind of jacket I would use as a mid layer, just because it's a bit bulky, and also because of the reduced breathability because of the water resistant fabric. But layering, as we all know, is not a precise science, and it very much depends on who you are, what you're doing, what your metabolism is, how much you've had to eat, blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. There's so many variables in the layering process that's impossible for me to tell you exactly the right way to use this jacket, so it's entirely down to you. Again, we've done a really good YouTube video about the whole layering process. You can watch me shivering up on the sugarloaf in me underwear if you fancy it. Harry will put the link up here and go and get some more information on layering. But really, like I said, with the ME Lightline, designed primarily as an outer, a standalone jacket, and it just excels at that. It's a really good piece for that. So we're talking about layering, we're just talking about how the Lightline fits into the layering system. And to be honest, if I was out for a hike on a day like today, cold and a little bit damp and a bit drizzly, I'd normally have my Gore-Tex on, just with some light layers underneath, and I'd be working up a bit of heat. But obviously when you come to a stop for some lunch or just to check your navigation or something, you're going to chill down pretty quickly. So that's when the Lightline works really well as an over-layering jacket. So I've got it in my pack here. If I whip my pack off, get it out, I'll show you how well it packs away. This is a little 24 litre pack, and it fits in there really neatly. So what I would do, I was literally just whip this out, and this would go right over the top of everything, trapping all that warmth that I've created hiking along. Easily fits over my traditional 3-layer system, not a problem at all. Really comfortable, and that's going to seal in all the warmth, and then when I'm ready to move on again, literally just pack it away and crack on. So in summary, the Mountain Equipment Lightline jacket is incredibly versatile. It's lightweight, it's tough, durable, weather resistant. Just a really good all-rounder, made by a company who really know what they're doing. They've been, for 50 years, they've been making equipment for the world's most inhospitable places. So they should know a thing or two about putting a down jacket together, shouldn't they? But as usual, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today. We would always welcome your comments and suggestions. Pop them into the comment section below. It's always good to hear from you. And until next time, I will see you again. Toodaloo.